welcome to another mock review by Anaru. Now, this is the first of a series of 10 videos, or 10 mocks, or whatever, about, well, they're themed on Ravnica, City of Guilds from Magic the Gathering. This one in particular, he is Nomak of the Boros Legion. Now, the Boros, they form the military of Ravnica, and they are characterized by white and red mana. There's only 5 colors of mana, but by the time these videos are done, you'll know them all thoroughly. Now, Nomak here, he is, some might call him stupid. I'd probably say gullible. He is brash, quick on his, no, not quick on his feet. Certainly quick on his feet, but leap before you look kind of guy. So, what's next? Screw it, let's get into the mock. So, he's not very complicated, neither is his personality, but still very, very unique. I've not seen this color scheme done often, and in fact, I've probably never seen this exact color scheme. The legs, you can see, totally non-custom, nothing. There's a little bit of a gap, but you usually can't see it. So yeah, there's nothing much to talk about. It looks like a knight's armor or a soldier's armor. He's probably closer to a knight or one of their sky knights who rides on giant birds. 2/2 flying haste. Upper leg is absolutely nothing special. I would like to mention, though, that his color blocking and color layering, actually, is pretty good. Like, you can tell that the dark red goes on the bottom, white comes up next, and then bright red is on the very top. Except for a few instances here and there, like here. Really, I just like to think of them as different materials. Anyway, let's move up. Just a little bit. His weapons are pretty simple. I didn't feel like taking them off. So his torso is the only custom thing about him. But boy, is it custom. Gee willikers. So I've not seen... Oh, wait, actually, this custom torso is the same basic torso as my self-mock, Anaru, and, but it is disguised to the point where it is friggin', I don't know, completely different. The same basic build, like, this Inika / Metru hip bone whatever piece connected to a moderately long lift arm. Oh, they even have the same butt. And but it's decorated to the point where you would not be able to make the connection. Anyway, let's move up a little further. Come on. Up. Okay. So, this detail right here, I really like this detail because it kind of looks like ribs. I don't know what sort of sense that makes with his character, but it looks dang cool. So, basically the same torso design as Inaru, except for this glaring difference in that he has the Paraka heads as shoulders. And you wouldn't think they'd be that posable, but they get the job done. Like, he can raise his arm about as much, or probably better, than anyone actually wearing armor would be able to. These little things look cool. Yeah. And his weapons, they're pretty alright. Like, I don't feel a need to explain them. Like, he'd kind of be like a Greek hoplite or whatever, except his shield isn't nearly big enough, and his spear is probably... no, actually his spear is still taller than he is. So that's good for a one-handed spear. Anyway, oh, excuse me. But he does have alternate weapons, which are these protrusions on his back. You might see them on the Mardu or Kolagon of Tarkir. But here, they are actually used for something, not just making him look cool. If you reposition it like this, you can connect it to the back of his arm. Ooh, come on. There it is. And it becomes like a sort of... I don't know. I don't know what to call this. But it's cool. It's pretty cool. Let's do it with the other side too. Oh no, his ribs are falling out. Ooh. Ooh. Excuse me. Just 1 second. Right. Hiya. Alright. So, not much to talk about with this head, really. Except I painted it. This was for another MOC, actually. One for Elesh Norn Grand Chenobite. She was pretty famous in New Phyrexia. And I didn't end up using it. That MOC was really custom. A lot of stuff was painted on it. And I thought I was going to use this, but I didn't. But it's probably more useful in this color than gray anyway. If you don't like it, deal with it. Alright. So his mask. It's the red Picari. I kind of like this one because it looks like he has goggles there. And since he'd be like a toe of fire in the Bionicle universe, these goggles would shield his eyes and stuff. And in Ravnica, I guess he'd be like sort of a dabbling pyromancer. Boros has pyromancers too. Pretty respectable. Except usually they use lightning instead of fire, which confuses the heck out of me. That's about it. Bye-bye.